My little sister thinks her period is so bad she needs a trip to the ER, and I'm just hoping our parents don't kill me for turning a period into a medical emergency while they're on vacation. Okay, so I, 19 male, am babysitting my little sister, 15 female, while our parents are on a trip internationally. It's like a completely different time zone and the signal sucks. They get home in like 6 days. But we are both pretty self-sufficient and felt like it would be fine, and my parents left us food and money and stuff. We've been Gucci for a whole week so far. Anyway, this morning she got her period while we were just like sitting playing video games, and she got blood all over the couch, so I paused the game while she took care of it and put on a Tampad and didn't make a big deal of it. I was trying to be nice because I know it can make girls cranky and it hurts and stuff, so I got snacks and a blanket and whatever and we kept playing. Well, like maybe 40 minutes later she freaked out because she bled on the couch again, and I'm like, did you put the thing on wrong or what? So she changed again, and I even helped her clean the blood off the couch this time, and I figured she'd use a bigger feminine thing. No big deal. Well, like 30 minutes after we start playing again she pauses and goes to the bathroom, and I hear her scream, so I run over there thinking there's a spider or something, but she came out holding like this chunk. It was like a chunk of blood. But looking at it I'm like, shit, maybe that's an organ? Like, is that your kidney? But she was like, no, it's a clot. And she was freaking out about it. Which, yeah, it was gross. It was like the size of a hacky sack. So I'm like, okay, well, go flush your clot. Anyway, she cleans herself up, but then she said she doesn't want to play anymore, and I'm like, okay. So she spent an hour on the couch with her face all scrunched up doing yoga breathing and telling me her cramps were the worst ever, so I gave her Tylenol, but she wouldn't take it because she said she feels like she's gonna throw up. I brought her water and juice and warmed up that gel thing you stick on your stomach, you know? So I was trying to help. Well, then she says oh no, and she gets up and goes to the bathroom, and as she's walking she's got like blood going down her leg. She yelled for me from the bathroom, and I go in there and she's sitting there, and I hear this plopping sound, and there's more of those chunks. Like maybe 2 of them? And she says, I think we need to go to the ER. I'm like, why? And she tells me this is more blood than she's ever had and she doesn't feel good. But periods are supposed to suck, right? And she wouldn't take the Tylenol either, so she didn't really try to manage it at home. So then she started yelling at me, telling me I have to take her because she can't drive, but I'm pretty sure our parents will kill me if I take her to the ER for her period. Is that a thing? She's sitting in the shower now because she said she thought the warm water would feel good and she was sick of bleeding on stuff and it's more comfortable than the toilet. I asked her if she just needs a bigger Tampad and she told me to shut the F up, so she's not even communicating with me at this point. I've asked her a few times if she's okay in there and she tells me I'm bleeding out. Mason, what do you think? So like she's not unconscious. I don't know anything about this, but I also know she hates blood and flips out about any minor cut too. Is going to the ER because of a period a thing? Can you bleed too much? I thought there was only a certain amount of blood in there every month. I feel like she'd be more comfortable at home anyway if she just took the Tylenol. I don't know what to do. My sister is like average teenage girl height, pretty skinny because she's a ballerina and doesn't eat meat. She takes Accutane for her pimples. I'm not sure if there's other stuff that's important. She's had her period for like a year now, I'm pretty sure. Maybe more. She takes Flintstone gummy vitamins sometimes, like the ones in the purple jar. And she's obsessed with Celsius energy drinks. She wears contacts and she had her wisdom teeth removed 2 months ago. I don't know, I want her to be okay and stuff, but I'm not sure the ER is a good choice. Help? Relevant comments. Commenter, is there any chance of pregnancy or miscarriage? OP, I mean I don't think so. She doesn't have a boyfriend, and when I asked she told me to fuck off, so probably not. Commenter, tampons or pads? OP, I asked and she said she was using a tampon first, but after that she used both to prevent leaks. So both, I guess? She said always with Wings and Tampax Sport. Commenter, a doctor, if she's saturating more than 1 tampon in an hour she should be seen. OP, she said she was soaking both of them, so I guess we are going. Mini updates in comments 30 minutes later. OP, okay, she's throwing some extra clothes and crap in a bag. I'm trying to think what my mom would do, so I brought water bottles, sunscreen, and snacks. And something to do. Commenter, well, you don't need sunscreen at the hospital. Extra clothes. Maybe a water bottle. Snacks are good. Insurance card. And call your parents. Didn't they leave another adult's number for you to call in an emergency? Do you have another relative? OP, oh shoot, yeah, I gotta tell my parents. Crap. I mean, no they didn't, but I think it's because I'm the adult. Commenter, let this be a lesson to you. If a woman says this is wrong, this doesn't seem normal, about her own body, try listening to her and not making her jump through hoops convincing you something is wrong while you ask the internet for advice. Just listen to her. OP, yeah, I was being a jerk. Multiple comments about the sunscreen. Yeah, lol, I didn't think about the fact that it's inside, just like my mom always yelling about sunscreen. OP is encouraged to bring a comfort item for his sister. Okay, this makes me feel good because I packed her Squishmallow and I was kind of afraid to tell her I did that in case she thought it was embarrassing or some. I sent my mom a text. 1 hour later, in response to someone telling him to bring a bowl in case she vomits. Nah, for real, I wish I would have read this because she threw up in the car twice. She told me to stop driving like Stevie Wonder and I swear I was laughing so hard I almost had to pull over. Commenter, it sounds like she is really comfortable with you. I mean, she let you help her clean up and showed you clots. And you didn't get all ew, I'm a guy, don't show me. Frankly, You are acting better than my husband would when it comes to helping. He'd never look at my blood or think to bring snacks. So you are doing pretty good, and she might not feel she needs another female. OP, I mean if I acted grossed out she'd tell me to grow the heck up lol. My sister doesn't deal with stupid dudes. But yeah, we're close and it's just blood so. About 2 hours after the OG post, okay we got here. She threw up a couple times in the car but she said she's good now. We walked in and she was like dripping down her leg again and they saw that at the desk and maybe how freaking freaked I looked lol, and took her back pretty much right away. Commenter, adding to this, because questions about her intimate history and habits are definitely going to be asked, big bro, make it clear to her that if she wants you to leave, you will. If she wants you to stay, I would make it clear to her that you're not going to snitch on her about anything she says. If it's something that needs to be brought up to your parents, the doctors can do that. It's not your job to tell your parents her answers. If you can't make her that promise, tell her you can't be in the room. OP, nah I'm not saying crap if I find anything out. She caught me smoking on the roof 2 years ago and still hasn't ratted lol. About 1 hour and 10 minutes later, okay so she's getting Zofran and fluids and they're gonna do an ultrasound in the room here. So far we know she's not pregnant, and her labs some of them weren't great. Hemoglobin was 6.8, that's basically the only one I remember. She said to tell everyone thank you for the advice and stuff. She also said to say she feels okay, just really tired. About 1 hour, 20 minutes later, alright the ultrasound was normal. She's being admitted. They want to test her for bleeding and clotting disorders now, and they're going to give her some blood. They asked if I know my blood type which I don't but I'm not sure why it matters. Sister is B+ though. Commenter, you have properly unmouthed your foot, so don't be afraid to ask questions now. It's much better to ask questions so you don't have to worry or freak out about things you don't know or don't understand, than to drive yourself mad with worry about something that might not warrant that worry or leaves you with unanswered questions. Best of luck to you and your sis. Was she happy you packed her squishmallow? OP, yeah she's sleeping on the squishmallow like a pillow right now and told me it's the only reason she forgives me lol. That's a good idea though, when she wakes up I'll ask her. Commenter, if she gets admitted, you may want to consider making a trip home to pick up any comfort items either of you two need, like a book, laptop, or blanket. But only if your sister feels comfortable with that. OP, so she packed clothes and I packed her squishmallow and our switches so we would have stuff to do. But she didn't even want me to get up to go pee so I don't think she wants me to leave lol. She's asleep now though. Commenter, definitely not the worst way to have to spend time in a hospital lol. Hope she turns out okay. Though I'm extremely curious about what the root cause is, and if you both feel comfortable sharing I'd love to know. OP, yeah she said she doesn't care as long as I don't post any pics of her because she said she looks like 2024 Amanda Bynes and Britney Spears combined lol. 7 hours later, we both slept. Got a hold of our parents, my mom is looking for flights back home. Sister is feeling a lot better at this point. They gave her medicine to stop the bleeding. I wasn't expecting this to blow up the way it did so there's no way I'll be able to answer everyone. She's doing okay though. Should know more about the CT soon. Commenter, mate I grew up with a crappy big brother and even now as adults I know he couldn't do half the job you've done of taking care of your little sister. You have restored my faith in humanity, and big brothers. Glad to see the night was uneventful and that you got hold of your parents. And whatever you do, don't forget to reapply your sunscreen often. OP, man, she changed my name in her phone to SPF I'm never living this shit down lol. 1.5 hours later, alright her vitals now are 101/65 and 80. So better. 6 hours later, CT was good too. They're pretty sure she has a blood disorder, they're just waiting on the results of it. I guess when she had her wisdom teeth out she bled more than she was supposed to but I didn't know that before. So yeah, just waiting on that for now but they don't think the issue is her uterus or whatever. 8 hours later, alright I'm gonna try here instead of a post and hopefully be more covert lol but could someone that knows about it tell me about type 2 von Willebrand's? Like the blood disorder? Because the internet says everything from like it's mild to it's life-threatening and I guess I just want to know more about it and like how it affects day-to-day life and stuff. I appreciate the help with my sister before too. It's cool you guys just do this. OP, yeah it got scary fast. It was crazy. But like no one has ever brought up taking her to the ER for it before so I don't know I thought maybe she was scared because our mom wasn't there to make her feel better and I don't know anything about it. First update the next day, alright so I guess I was posting updates in the comments but it's better here? Anyway so my sister is okay. She had some scans that were all fine and they don't think she has fibroids or tumors or anything like that. She's feeling a little better but still staying here at least another day. Our mom and dad are flying home tomorrow now. My mom was pissed I texted her instead of calling at first lol. Already had someone try to find me on Insta so like if you know me or her, no you don't lol. She doesn't want this going around school or whatever so don't dox us for at least 3 years. She's cool with me updating though without her name or whatever. Also our parents don't know about this either. I don't know I feel like we should wait until it's been a few years to tell them too so they don't kill me lol. She's gonna hold this shit over my head forever. Anyway they think she has a blood disorder that makes her not clot right. I'm not 100% sure how it works because she had big clots. But they said they're pretty sure that's what's going on because her PTT took longer than normal to clot. They're waiting on von Willebrand, SP? Testing to come back but they think she is type 2 probably. Gonna Google that tonight because I don't know what that is and I've never heard of it, so I guess if any of the doctors know what that is or if this sounds like it, let me know. Yeah, wasn't expecting this to blow up like this. I thought this was just like doctors answering questions like a helpline. But my sister said, thank you for everyone telling me to take her and she's okay. Second update later that same day, they confirmed it's von Willebrand's. I don't know if I'll ever spell that right. Anyway, it's genetic I guess, so they want me to get tested too, but like obviously I've never had periods and I've never had surgery, so it wouldn't be as obvious. There's still more testing I guess, like more specific to the type. But anyway, sister is good and we have an answer. She's gonna talk to a hematologist next week about what that means and stuff. Third update 1 week later, so I guess I also have von Willebrand's. So does our mom. I've always bruised a lot and got super bad nosebleeds, but like I was also a dumb kid and teen who thought life was an audition for Jackass, so I didn't think it was weird lol. Anyway, we're all about to be real familiar with hematology and my mom is pissed she's been told some women just bleed more her whole life. I guess my mom and sister weren't just exaggerating when they would say they were bleeding out. So yeah, I guess if you're a girl reading this and you bleed as much as my sister you should see a doctor. Hopefully no one gets gaslit like my mom did, but yeah. Here's a public apology for being ignorant on what y'all actually go through because I thought you could only bleed so much a month. Fully willing to admit how freaking stupid that was lol. Another post later that day, hi so it's me again, 19M, apparently not that smart, questioning my career goals as a teacher. Anyway, my sister was on her period and thought she needed to go to the ER and she actually did. I've got another question now, but first, thank you to everyone who answered my first post and educated me. BC she was in rough shape. Except for the girl who suggested drinking whole milk, even I'm not that fucking stupid WTF. Anyway, so my sister has von Willebrand's disease, type 2. My mom and I also have it apparently. My mom just got gaslit for years about how much she bled and it took my sister almost dying for us to all get diagnosed, like what the heck. Anyway, I play on a recreational rugby league. Gonna have to pay dues soon and I don't want to be out the money if I'm gonna get told I shouldn't play anymore because it's a contact sport, but I don't see a hematologist for 5 weeks since I'm not urgent lol. So was wondering if any of the doctors know if I'm gonna get told I probably shouldn't play rugby anymore? I also like rock climbing, is that gonna be out? Should I learn chess or crochet or something? Lol. Thanks again. Relevant comments. Commenter, if you aren't confirmed yet, don't play contact sports right now until at least you get testing. OP, okay. Yeah, it's confirmed I have it, but I don't know the types and letter and stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go learn how to play snooker then lol. Thanks. Commenter, I'm a lurker here because I'm not a doctor. But I am a teacher, and I do remember your post. Teaching is a lovely career, and the profession would benefit from someone as compassionate as you. OP, lol. One thing is for sure, no students will get sunburned on my watch. Commenter, thank you so much for this update. Not only is it interesting, but it furthers all of our professional knowledge base when we are able to hear how things turned out. Good luck to you and your family. And I'm glad that your mom's medical issues have finally been validated. That's huge. OP, oh yeah. I mean, she's in her 40s, she'll kill me if I say exactly how old though lol, so like I can't believe she's been suffering for 30-something years. She said she's about to write a big I told you so to every doctor who ever told her to get used to it lol. Commenter, dead serious, no pun intended. You should take up comedy. The ones that are the funniest are the ones that don't understand how funny they are. I'm glad your sister is okay, and I hope you're good too. OP, oh yeah, I'm totally good. Thanks man. Showed this to my sister and she said tell them you're already insufferable as it is, the last thing you need is an audience. Savage. Lol. Commenter, you'll know more after your consultation. There are different types of von Willebrand's, so what applies to your sister and your mom will not necessarily apply to you. I'm glad you guys got to the bottom of it, and I am extremely disheartened to hear that your mother was gaslit her entire life about her symptoms. There's not really an excuse from the medical community for that, and I'm sorry. OP, hey thanks. It's good to know it might not be the same. Honestly, I'm surprised I made it this far without my brain bleeding because I was the poster child for ADHD lol. One more sunscreen comment, my dad's been calling me banana boat since they got back, crying face, rest in peace to any game I had lol. Commenter, trophy emoji, please accept this version of an award because there's no way I'm paying for them through here, but dude. The sunscreen,